Good morning, everyone. Thank you for joining us today. We're here with Jane Burning, just a lovely, lovely spirit woman that I've met. Not spirit woman, sorry. Let me take that back. Just a woman with a beautiful spirit. Uh, we were having a great conversation in the back room, and I'm so delighted that you can join us, Jane. I've known you for a few years. I actually just, I heard of you and I reached out to you because I hear that you're just amazing with what you do and who you are. And so I had to reach out to you. And then next thing you know, I'm doing a workshop with you and truly, truly transformed my life. But we'll talk about that another time. And I'm just really honored to introduce you. And I'd love to just let you take over today. And there you go. Enjoy, everyone. Enjoy the time with Jane.
Thank you, Jody, and thank you to the Grandmother's Voices. Um, Good morning, everyone. Scanos Wagwego, Guascotanegya, so Agatsanoni, sa Agadagay de Watne. I'm happy to be here, that I am well, that I'm here to be able to speak with you for an hour or so and to share with you a little bit about what I do and how I do that. Let's see. Off the top of my head, I'm going to say to you that this time that we are in right now with this pandemic and this world transformation that we are in, that it is work. It is work. And that is not to scare anyone, because I think all of you are becoming aware of how much work that it is taking for us to be present, for us to be in our bodies, for us to feel connected, for us to feel alive. Because so much in life, right from the day that we were born, we relied on people outside of ourselves. We relied on our parents, maybe our siblings, our grandparents. Then as we grew, we relied on our friends. We grew more and we relied on our partners or our husbands, our families. All of this stuff happened outside of ourselves. We relied on our jobs, our co-workers, our superiors, to be advocates for us. All of this that we sought to make us feel good, to make us feel worthy, to make us feel loved, appreciated, respected. We looked outside of ourselves many times to be able to feel good. And so this place we are all in right now. And, you've probably all heard the phrase, well, we're all in this together. And that could mean a lot to somebody, or that could mean nothing to somebody. It all depends on the perspective that you see that phrase. What does that bring for you? What does that bring up for you? We're in this together. When I heard that for the first time and someone said that to me during this time frame, I cried. Because never in my, never, not in my childhood, not through my traumas, not through my grief, not through my losses, we're in this together. And so when I heard that for the first time only months ago, I cried. And so it really depends on each one of us. How are we seeing ourselves, others in the world right now? Are we perceiving through the eyes of our pain, or are we perceiving things from the eyes of our soul? Because from what I have learned and I've come to know, and I'm still learning, I say that I'm a lifetime learner, and sometimes it takes me a while to learn. Sometimes I think I got it and I really don't. And my kids will vouch for that, that I really don't. And so I got to look at it again and say, okay, well, what is missing? What is there that I didn't take a look at yet? Why do I still react to what you just said or what you just did? That's up to me to take care of. That's up to me to be accountable to my own well-being. And so going back perspective, the way that we are viewing things right now in the world is based on a lot of times the way or the place of where we came from. And what did we have in our childhoods that made us feel the way that we're feeling right now? What did we have in our childhoods that reminds us of this abandonment that we're feeling, this isolation that we're feeling, this loneliness that we're feeling, or being alone? What did we have in our childhoods that remind us of this? And if we don't take the time to be in our body and to feel what it is that is coming up for us and be connected to a source such as Sungwayadiso, creator, it is that you believe to be a source for you. When we connect to that source and we go back to the origins of where that began for us, that's where we can do the repair work. And this whole workshop today, this speaking engagement here for an hour, is about awakening the medicines. And I truly believe through the work, the healing I've done, fasting, meditating, receiving, that we came here with the knowingness of who we are, who our parents were, what our life was going to be like. We had that knowingness. We even knew before we came here about the darkness that has been in our life. We knew about these lessons, these trials and tribulations, these wounds. But what's more important than that is that when we arrived here, we arrived with the knowingness of this purity that's inside of us, this sacredness that is within inside of us. And Spirit refers to that as our bundle. And because we knew all of that stuff before we came here, we were gifted this bundle to be able to get through these times, to get through this and those traumas that we have endured. And so the medicine, the most powerful medicine, is you. You are the medicine that you are looking for. You are the ceremony. You are the love, the freedom, the compassion, the empathy, all that you need right now. You are it. In this time that we are in, it is almost like, what do we have that is going to sustain us? I've asked myself before this, way before this pandemic, I thought, would I be able to survive without anybody? Would I be able to survive if I didn't have, people, my family, a relationship with a partner? Would I be able to do that? And I pick up, with creation, because I really, really believe without a doubt that creation saved my life. When I was 5 years old and I had a very traumatic experience, and my parents, they couldn't cope with this experience, they couldn't cope with this loss, that they shut down. To a 5-year-old, it felt like my parents were frozen. And because of that, I spent a lot of time outside, walking in the water. I would walk to school. I would play with the animals. We lived on a farm. I spent a lot of time outside. And eventually, as I would talk to the animals, I would talk to the horses and the cows and the trees. I would lay on the ground. I would listen to the wind. It was like they would talk back. And I could hear everything that they were saying to me. And that at that time, at 5 years old, I knew that creation, I knew at 5 years old that I can get more out of creation than I can get out of my parents right now. I knew that. And so this place we are in, we need to be able to ask ourselves, what is it that we have inside here, inside this body, that's going to sustain us? What do we have that is going to bring life to us? Because maybe in the place that you are in is not a human being. It is not, somebody that is physically there, because there are a lot of people that are alone right now in this pandemic. And I don't honestly know what it's like for you, because I have never had that experience to be completely physically alone for days upon days upon days. But what I do know is what Spirit has shown me about this bundle that is inside of you. And that experiences in our life are meant to awaken this bundle that is inside of you. Remembering the pain. And some may never awaken to that bundle that is inside, because they have the inability or the knowledge or the remembrance of what it is that they can access within inside. When we carry the perception from the place of our traumas, it's very hard for us to access the truth of who we are. It's very hard for us to change the story within if we don't have the ability to self-soothe, to comfort, to reassure, to love self. Then we will always be seeing ourselves, others, in the world from the perception of the pain that we have endured. If we choose, because it is always a choice, go inside, embrace who you are authentically. But if we choose to do that, to gifts that are in that bundle, what begins to happen is that we change the vibration in our bodies. Because as you know, all living elements have a vibration. The trees, the plants, the animals, the air, everything that is alive has a vibration. So we have a vibration. If we are perceiving things, ourselves in the world from the place of our traumas, then our vibration is very low because we're feeling angry, sad, depressed, hurt. We're feeling these lower vibrational emotions. Therefore, the cells in our body are very low. But if we do the work to come inside, and we do the work to be present, and we awaken who we truly are, what we're really doing is we're beginning to raise the vibration in the cells in our body. We're actually changing the cells in our body. And Spirit says that we can actually take our cells back to the original programming, all the way back to the beginning, where we knew without a doubt why we're here, where we knew without a doubt what it is that we had in that bundle. We knew without a doubt they're connected to that source, to Creator. We knew that when we arrived here, or we would have never have came. We would have never made these agreements knowing about this darkness and thinking, oh yeah, I'll have that experience. Yeah, it's going to be painful. Yeah, I'll have that experience. We would have never have agreed to come here if we didn't know who we truly are. And we would have never have agreed to come here in 2020 and experience this pandemic for almost a if we weren't gifted a lot of resources to sustain us. We would have never made those agreements. So it is really about us quitting the mind, because the mind, the make us, is the mind that will lead us to believe that we are that story, that we are lovable, that I don't matter, I'm not important, that others don't care. You know, others are so mean. This world is such a cold, which is what a lot of people are feeling right now, because like I said, the core issues are coming up for people. And this is the natural healing process of evolution. It's natural what's happening to you right now. And it is meant to be happening right now. Because we need to raise our vibration. Be on board with the earth. The earth's our mother's evolution right now. We need to be in that place or not. We can choose to just be in our story, and we can choose just to not bring life into us, and we can choose not to access that and have that connection, because like I said, it's always, you know, a choice. It's a choice. So when we are able to work with our minds, Because when we are affected by trauma, we experience, like a lot of you know, the fight, flight, or freeze response. We all go into that response. And then it affects our nervous system. And when it affects our nervous system, that's when we change the vibration in those cells in our body. Everything begins outside of our body in our auric field, the energy that is around our physical body. And medical science right now is teaching this in university about how, our emotions affect us physically. How we these diseases based on, unresolved. That wasn't heard of. Like even 10 years ago, they weren't teaching that. They are just now teaching that in university. Having a connection to this body of ours allows us to know what it is that we're feeling, what we're thinking, and what we're vibrating. But if we don't take the time to quiet this mind, where all of these limiting beliefs are in our mind that have been there since our going to perpetuate if we don't change those. And because we came here, our soul came here equipped with that bundle, allowing us to work with the energy that is here on earth. We have the ability to be self-healers. We have the ability to access the truth within inside of ourselves. And when we access the truth within inside of ourselves, you begin to work with the brain. And you begin to learn how to self-regulate. And when you self-regulate, your thing gets moving. You're changing the vibration in the body, your brain is stayed on board, and you're awakening the gifts, the resources. You're going to begin to see things another way. You're going to naturally begin to see, wait a minute, I do matter. And there are people around me that love me. And this world, I get it now. We are all in this together. Maybe different circumstances, maybe different people in our lives, but we are all in this together. And we do that. We then have the clarity. We're not seeing through the eyes we're not seeing that perception any longer. We're seeing of the truth, the absolute truth that is inside of us. So there's a couple of different qualities that I have worked with on myself and that I have done that but today I'm going to do one of them is called focus intention technique that I use quite often. But today I'm going to take you through a different one, and this one here is very healing. very healing and called Ho'oponopono. There's many, many YouTube videos. If you like the Ho'oponopono, then you can try that on YouTube as well. I had the opportunity to go to Hawaii because this is an ancient Hawaiian healing, and to train out there with a couple aunties and a group of women from here, Six Nations, and we learned the whole. It was such a beautiful, beautiful experience. So I'm going to take you through this experience, and it'll help to clear some of the heaviness that you might be holding on to, some of the heaviness that you might be feeling around you. And I hope that there's a lot of people that are here in my territory, Six Nations, that are watching, because I would like to do this for our community too. There's a lot of sad, lot of grief that is here right now as we are in this pandemic, experiencing the COVID in our community. So, but it is on the planet, it is on the world, in the world. So we're going to do it, first we'll do it for self, and then we're going to extend it outward. But first of all, we must start with self to do the clearing, do the healing. So for this part, I'm going to, because my sound is light a little bit, I will shut the camera off and I will put my mic on, and I'll just guide you through the Ho'oponopono. And the way I'm going to do it for you will be in a meditation form. So I'll ask you to find a spot where you are comfortable. If you want to lie down, you can do that as well. If you want to sit in your chair, can you just uncross your legs and put your feet on the floor so that you have the connection. You can feel your feet on the floor, or sitting on the floor is fine as well. As long as you are comfortable. Not necessary that you see, because I'm going to shut the video off so that maybe it is lagging, and then I will take you through about maybe 20 minutes, 25 minutes or so of this healing, and then we'll gather back. And I'll just shut my camera off now. So let yourself be in this comfortable position. And as you are here in this place, I want you just to begin to close your eyes. And I want you to take some breaths into your body. And as you breathe into your body, I want you to see how your breath travels through to every cell in your body. As you find yourself exhaling, just tell the cells in your body that it is safe to let go of what serves me. And this time, when you find yourself taking an inhalation, I want you to see yourself breathing in this pure white mist, this pure vibration of love that into your body. Reminding all the cells in your body that this is the most purest love. And it's right here available for us. As you exhale, you just reassure these cells that we are safe to let go. It is safe to let go. I want you now just to let your breath take its own natural rhythm. And just drop down into your heart center. Your right hand and place it in the center of your chest. And take your left hand and place it on top of your right hand. And letting yourself drop down even more into your body. As if you are just seeing yourself sitting there in a nice, comfortable position, a nice, comfortable seat in your heart center. And there on your lap, you are holding your bundle. It is the bundle of sisters, your counsel of old ones made for you. As you sit there with your bundle, I want you to see yourself just opening it. As they're on your lap, with it open, this pure divine light begins to emanate from this bundle. And it begins to easily and effortlessly flow from this bundle. It begins to travel. As it travels through your body, it carries the vibration of the words, please forgive me. And if you could just say that to yourself quietly so you can feel the vibration. I would like you just to say, please forgive me. And I would like you just to repeat that, those 3 words over and over. Please forgive me. Flooding your whole body, every cell in your body with this vibration. And if any emotions begin to come for you, breathe into them like the wave of the ocean that begins to ebb and flow. Breathe in and blow them out. We're going to come now to the light bundle. We're going to see the words, I am sorry. I'm sorry. Let the words vibrate in this light as if they are going to all the cells everywhere in your body, from the top of your head to the bottom of your feet. I am sorry. And just say those 3 words over and over. And just taking a deep breath and blowing that out. We're going to come back into the center. And allowing the words, I thank you, to flow from this light in your body. I thank you. Again, saying the words, I thank you, over and over and over. Perhaps sending light to certain parts of your body that has been hanging on to any pain, disease, discomfort, whether it be your mind, your body, or your spirit. I thank you. I thank you. And take a deep breath and blow that out. We're going to allow the words to travel through this light. I love you. I love you. Repeating those 3 words over and over and over. I love you. Emanating this love within inside of your body for yourself. Feeling this high vibration of love that is in your bundle that you came here with. I love you. And seeing how the light is everywhere, in every energy center in your body, from the top of your head down to the bottom of your feet, all around your auric field, so that your mind, your body, your spirit, and your soul all feel this vibration of love. And just take a deep cleansing breath and blow that out. And as you sit here now in your heart center with this light emanating from your bundle, we're going to just send this beautiful, pure light outside of your body to your family, to your community, to the planet. Please forgive me. Please forgive me. And again, if any emotions come, just breathe into them and blow them out. Please forgive me. Please forgive me. And taking the most purest light that you have awakened within inside of yourself, we're going to send this vibration out. I am sorry. To the people who are holding a space with you, whether they are physically there or emotionally there, I'm sorry. To your family, to your community, and to the planet. I am sorry. And gathering up more pure light from within. Sending out the vibration. I thank you. I thank you. To your children, to your partners, to your parents, to your siblings, to your neighbors, to your community, your nations, to the planet. I thank you. Blow that out. Blow that emotion out. Let go of any heaviness that is coming for you. Just breathe into it and let the vibration take care of it. I thank you. I thank you. And deep cleansing breath. Breathing in through your nose and blowing out through your mouth. And we're going to take the most purest light. We're going to hold this vibration of I love you. I love you. I love you. To the little ones, to the teenagers, to the adults, to our grandmas and our grandpas, our aunties and our uncles, to those that are struggling, whether they be in full-blown addictions, in mental institutions, hospitals, on the street, in abusive homes, to the single parents that are struggling. Send the most purest I love you. Working with the light and just breathing out any heaviness so that nothing gathers, nothing stays in your body. Sending I love you out to other races of people, all races of people, to creation, to the waters, the planet. I love you. I love you. I love you. Taking a deep cleansing breath and blowing that out. And just seeing how this pure light emanates within your body and has now extended outward. Please forgive me. I'm sorry. I thank you. And I love you. And we're going to begin now to bring this light back within inside of ourselves. Seeing how it has multiplied 100 times over. The most purest light, now bringing it closer back from the planet, from the community, to our family, to our loved ones, until it's back right in front of your body. So that the light now is in your auric field, no greater than 2 feet in circumference from your body. And before we close, we're going to put a very electrifying blue light around your auric field. Placing this light of protection around this pure light. And I want you now to take a deep cleansing breath and feeling your feet on the floor, feeling the chair that perhaps you are sitting in, or the bed that you are lying in. Being more aware of the other sounds that are in the room, more aware of my voice. And taking one more deep cleansing breath and blowing that out. When you're ready, you can open your eyes and come back into the room. Good. Good. All healing begins with inside of ourselves. And we came here equipped with the ability to take care of what we carry, what affects our minds. And sometimes we need to reach out to people. Sometimes we need to sit with people, pray with people, have ceremony with people in order for our minds to be okay. But when you do that, what you are doing is you are awakening who you naturally are. And who you naturally are is purity, is the purity that you came here with. And that connection to the truth of everything that you were gifted in this sacred bundle that is within inside of yourself. You are the medicine. You are the love. You are what you need. And that's what this time is all about, is for us to get to know us, for us to get to know what it is that we have that is going to sustain our life. That's who you are. That's what the most purest medicine is. Thank you. So I hope that Jody is there, and Jody's going to join me.
Oh, it brought me back. It brought me back. You're amazing. Like, I don't even have to tell you. I think that maybe we should have done this on Monday. Or maybe Friday afternoon to take us in. Christine, actually, there's messages popping up now for the people that actually did your meditation. Christine said, you know what, actually, I can put this here if you'd like to just see it. I think sometimes it's so nice to see this. That was the most beautiful guided meditation. I'm telling you, right, Christine? I'm telling you, I did a workshop with Jane for 6 weeks, was it? Like last summer. It was, and I've done a lot of self work and healing, and I've been doing this journey for over 25 years. And Jane, you helped me so much, like so much that I don't feel like I'm going to cry anymore when I say this, how grateful I am that I can feel love. Like I'm sitting here. I wasn't doing the meditation. I was actually working, but I was in it, and it reminded me so much. And so, but I did call Sherry, and I interrupted her meditation. Sorry, Cher. And anyway, it's just really beautiful. The work that you do is amazing. And we have a few more. Here's another message from Kelly. If you don't mind, Jane, if you have a minute, I'll just share them until we're done sharing these. It was so amazing, the workshop that I did. And so we do have 2 more. We felt like, how do we share as much as we can of Jane's love and healing. And so we have 2 more dates that Jane's going to be with us. And the next 2 dates will be evenings, and they'll be 2 hours. And we're still figuring out, like, do we keep this open? Because I don't know, I found that how we're reaching people right now is by not creating those spaces of closed in, the Zoom rooms or whatever. This actually gives the people an opportunity to show up and not have to worry about anybody else being there with them in their healing space. And I've received a lot of messages from people saying that, I feel really good. I'm not in a vulnerable place, and they can revisit this. And so thank you so much. You know what, like Jane, you really have changed a lot of who I want to be. And I owe a lot of that to you. So thank you. And for Sherry and all of the other women actually that shared that space with us in the summer, because it was amazing. There was so much healing. So what I will do is I'll share in the chat, and was just trying to locate the information that you shared. I don't know if you have it off the top of your head, Jane, the dates that that are coming up. I know they're they're Thursdays. Let me just check.
Okay, the dates where I'm presenting again, you mean?
Yes, yeah. And I think I have it right here. Let me see. So you have March, an evening Thursday, oh, sorry, February 25th.
Yeah.
And that's called Rise Up. Oh my gosh, I'm so excited for this.
And March
Jane
5th.
Jane will, I'm just going to read it if that's okay.
Yeah.
Jane will speak of the miraculous beings we are and how we are in a place today to hold a space for our Mother Earth to evolve. Throughout Jane's healing journey, she has learned about the soul and how it came into form. This information will shed light on what is currently happening around us and during this world transformation. Oh my gosh, I just got goosebumps. And then on March 4th, again from 6 to 8 p.m., Transformation to Transcendence. This workshop will incorporate guided meditation to bring together the teachings of the soul's journey together in a safe way, allowing us to pick up our bundle and rise up. We will come together and recognize our gifts and envision each of us walking off into many directions, carrying the awakened bundle, wrapping tightly within each of us. That is so amazing. So another message, Christy, what a gift. Thank you, Jane. Here's Christine, and you can go visit these, Jane, if you'd like. On the feed, you can even jump in and add comments or whatever it is that you'd like to share with anybody. You can share that information. And Christine, good for you. She's in a good place.
Yeah.
It's a reminder.
Yeah, that's very nice. Yeah. Thank you, Christine. All right. Thank you, everyone.
Thank you. We'll see you soon, Jane.
All right, Jody. Thank you very
care.
much. Bye-bye.
Okay. See ya.